say she's worse on the outside?
Yeah.
Did you say that?
Yeah. He said, "Oh, you ain't seen nothing or something." It's like, that's
She's
not
just
acceptable.
the same on the outside.
Because Kieran's submissive, isn't it? He probably likes getting his balls busted by that crazy cow.
And then peed over.
Yeah, oof.
Rebecca called Hannah the most immature person in the house. She also said the whole fucking public hates you. That is not accurate information.
I was fuming. Hannah should have said to her, "Listen, bitch, you're out in the third fucking week. So jog on, you fucking rancid old
No, but
cow."
what was good about that was that Hannah actually didn't take that to heart, which I was quite amazed by.
Hannah goes, "My mum loves me."
So then...
Rebecca, as far as I'm concerned, is a straight up racist. She hated Hannah from day one. She brought up all that shit about being aggressive, having a chip on your shoulder and all this shit.
Yeah.
She is a racist, saggy, old, baggy-fannied old cunt, as Chanel said. I hate her.
So Big Brother kind of like chucked her out, basically. And that's when Isabel said she'd got her shoes on, which I just thought was absolutely brilliant. And Andrew said... This is the worst wedding I ever... This is the worst wedding I ever been to. Kieran had a gross top knot, I realised.
It was
under
disgusting.
that fucking
like a
hat.
fucking rat's tail.
Says Hannah should have taken what Rebecca had to say. Why did he say that?
Kieran said, "You got to take a bollocking on the chin." Why?
That's what he does.
Someone coming in and having a go at you for no reason, ruining your chances. You got to take it on the chin. Why? You're right, because she's his boss, I guess.
So next up was they had the wedding reception.
Oh, hold on. Before that, Hannah and Deborah were like discussing Rebecca coming in afterwards in the bedroom. And Hannah said, "What kind of stupid human being does she think she is?" And Deborah's like, "Yeah, you don't start on my sister." Oh, yeah, and when Rebecca was going off, they were going, "Love, peace and harmony."
Of course they were. Now, did you notice the balloons at the wedding reception on the table?
No.
Had this like balloon letters and it was spelling out love.
Oh, yeah.
They seem to have forgotten peace and harmony. Boo to that.
Like Emma.
Yeah. So this wedding reception is kicking off and some music starts playing and they're all like, "Yeah, what is this?" It's like, "Oh, you've got the love." And then Chanel comes in. "You've got love" on the mic.
God,
"You've got the
so
love."
Cringe.
I thought she sounded good for most of it.
She sounded awful.
She definitely modified her singing style.
Dreadful.
And she said to Isabel, "Keep being you and stop putting yourself down because you're beautiful.
Young girls look up to you."
You're a backbone in this house. You're an inspiration."
And then Hannah was like, "Yeah, that's how you do it." I.e. not like the way Rebecca came in, shouting the odds.
Because Chanel's like, "Whee!"
Yeah. Also, Hannah said about Rebecca, "Look what the cat dragged in," which I liked.
When Rebecca came in.
Yeah.
Andrew said... No, Chanel said that Andrew said he can't stand Hannah's face.
He did say that. I remember him saying it. He said it in the kitchen to Isabel.
And that Isabel just laughed.
She did.
And she needs to speak up.
She did.
Which is
That's
interesting
not Isabel's
there.
style, though.
Interesting that Chanel was picking up Isabel's downfalls as well.
Isabel only gets involved when she needs to.
That's true. She said to Andrew, "You look like an Oompa Loompa, and I don't know what you've come dressed as." Well, it was given that suit
funny.
by Big Brother.
How can you call Andrew an Oompa Loompa?
Next to Isabel.
And she said you're sly and snaky.
Oh, so she started off the snake thing. Chanel dropped a few bombs, didn't she?
Can we just have a conversation?
Yeah.
Is Andrew a snake?
No.
I don't think he is.
I don't think he is at all.
What has he done that's snaky?
Apart from maybe be different to what he was on the outside, according to Simone.
Is it from pressing the button? Is that what's made him snaky?
I don't think that's snake-like.
We know he's not a snake because when he comes on screen, they don't go.
Well, that raised a question for me. Like, had Hannah buzzed at the right time, would she have been the snake? If she had managed to take the money, would she have took the same rap that Andrew did for taking the money? Because that's all I can think of for the snake thing.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But I think there was a part of it about talking behind people's backs, maybe. Because of the rap. Didn't he say something about wrath?
Oh, yeah, he did say something. Oh, well. So then Kieran and Deborah then got divorced.
Oh, yeah, they had the breakup.
Yeah, and then...
So, who said this? the division of assets can be difficult. Was it Big Brother? It must have been. So can the division of friends. So now the housemates had to take sides, didn't they?
So Isabel went with Kieran and Tom. I'm not sure why. And then all the others won a party. I don't know why they won the party either.
Kieran. Yeah, it was interesting that Isabel sided with Kieran because she's known him from outside, and Tom sided with Kieran, obviously. So everyone else was with Deborah.
I think because otherwise it would have just been Tom.
So what? So yeah, they were not allowed to go to the party and got locked in the bedroom, the divorce party.
We are never ever getting
back together.
I'd be glad not to be in a party playing that fucking shit.
So next, the guests arrive.
Oh, God.
And do you remember, who was it that said, Hannah said to Imran, it's the corrupt deputy.
Did she?
Yeah.
Is that what she said? Yeah. That's funny. That's
so cool. The corrupt deputy and Suki arrived.
That's hilarious. Oh, do you see the way Raf cuddled Imran? It was the cutest. Yeah, it was really genuine, wasn't it? Oh, it was nice to see Imran again. I miss his energy in the house.
Yeah, he was good.
He was cool.
Level-headed, actual, sensible person.
Yeah. Apart from, Flat Earth Gate.
She is from the streets. What was that?
Kaylee. That was good.
Scum. We wash scum down the sink, lovey. And also Rebecca and Chanel and Sue were there.
Imran said to Raf, the other clique didn't win. They lost their members. Yes.
Andrew was talking to Sue and Rebecca and he said, have I been sneaky though? And then Sue told him, don't be needy. You don't need to know anything. That's unlike Sue to be not bringing in the outside contact. I'm
so over Sue. It's unreal.
She didn't have much to offer to the party.
Thank God. Oh yeah, and then Rebecca said, oh, don't worry about Chanel. She's got an agenda. Chanel's got a fucking agenda. That is rich coming from you, you fucking nutcase. Jesus.
So Andrew and Chanel had a storeroom chat to clear the air at this point.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Chanel said, if you say something, just say it to their face. That's the thing. She had an issue with him saying things behind people's backs.
Yeah, fair enough.
So Andrew now calls a snake meeting. Now, we've seen a snake meeting on BBUSA last week. And
someone came dressed as a snake.
So everyone comes to the kitchen for this meeting. I thought it was quite funny. He was calling a house meeting amongst all of these visitors as well.
Yeah.
So it became Andrew's meeting to kind of clear the air about him being a snake became a full-on row between Chanel and Rebecca.
Yeah, Rebecca was like, Chanel, why are you even calling Andrew a snake? Where did this come from? And Chanel was like, don't start with me, bitch. You're the biggest slag around. It's so good. And then she went fucking whore to her.
I'll speak to you when we get out, fucking whore. Just because their 10 minutes is coming up, they're trying to get their airtime in.
And did you see Raf's face? He just looked horrified. He looked absolutely horrified.
Raf don't cope well with confrontation.
And then...
This breeds your favourite line of the series, pretty much.
It was what?
Hell's coming! 3 days left! 3 days left! Well, guess what? Hell's coming!
Andrew just
Where did he pull that from?
Andrew just trying to make everything all about him. It's like, Andrew,
that's true. He's trying to claw it back from Chanel.
It's got nothing to do with you, Andrew. Shut up, idiot.
So Chanel says, look at this for airtime.
Yeah.
You're a whore. You're Shag Lowton just to get a magazine interview. Baggy Fanny. You're an embarrassment. Baggy Fanny.
She went, because Rebecca basically came outside trying to start with Chanel, and Chanel was like, you're fame hungry. And Rebecca said, oh, you want to call me a whore on camera? And Chanel literally just got up in her face. She went, yeah, you are a whore. Yeah, you shag Lowton from I just want to say it again because it's fun. You shag Lowton from a magazine interview. You should know better at your age than to act the way you do. Ouch. And
that's funny because you think she's older than she says she is.
I know. Baggy Fanny, fuck off, mate. You're embarrassing. How are we spelling embarrassing?
So then Rebecca comes out.
I just love the way that Chanel just didn't flinch from that argument. She was just like, come on. And Chanel can't get chucked out no more because she don't even live there no more.
Final warning. So then Rebecca starts on Raf, basically, in the garden, who's sat there on his smoking bench.
Yeah.
And she goes, That's the real Chanel. You're a fool. You're a fool, Raph.
I hated that.
I felt for Raph in that moment.
That. But did you see the look on Raph's face? He just was like, I could tell he just hated Rebecca. Because it's funny because a lot of people are like, oh, this is the real Chanel. And a lot of people on Twitter were going, oh, Chanel. Oh, it just made me like Chanel more. Even though normally when women say slags and whores and things, I fucking hate it. But Rebecca had such a nasty agenda go. Chanel didn't go in there with a nasty... Admittedly, she called Angie a snake, but that's pretty tame. But the way Rebecca went in there to destroy Kieran's game and just have a go at Hannah and say, the public don't like you, fuck off, you fucking try hard.
Yeah, and I think that Chanel's driven by the defence of her friends as well. Like, once you take a pop at her side, you're in for it. So, after all that happened, Sue was walking out.
Yeah.
Did you notice
and
what
Rebecca
she was?
was.
And Rebecca. Do you notice what Sue was leaving with?
No.
She had a little plate of food with foil over it. I thought it's leftovers for Queenie.
I love it.
Queen! She brought you some leftovers from Big Brother.
And then Rebecca gives Chanel 2 fingers. She's going out.
So Chanel goes...
I hope you've got this quote in full.
Let's see. I've got some of it. Chanel basically realises that Rebecca had started to kick up when she knew she was leaving, and she goes, "I'm at the Holiday Inn. Come to my hotel tonight, bitch. Meet me outside. See if you gobby then." Anything more?
Yeah, silly slag. And then she said, "I can't see no hose with my hate blockers on." I think that's her sunglasses. And then Raph's trying to calm her down, isn't he? Got hold of her.
Chanel tweeted a gif of a tumbleweed
going by. I saw that.
Outside the Holiday Inn tonight.
And then as Rebecca went up the stairs, Chanel said, "Move, you silly cow. Your expiry date is gone." Chanel was acting like a complete menace.
So next up, why was it Suki and Chanel versus Andrew? Do you remember this?
I think Vinda just wanted to make a scene, didn't she?
Probably. She was to get on this last 5 minutes.
Oh, I know why. Because Andrew's at the stairs with Rebecca, and then Chanel's like, "Oh, you've got bollocks now because they were backing him up," and then he dared speak back to Chanel because he was got backup from Hurricane Sue and Rebecca.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Andrew said, "Hannah and Raph, over it. You can fuck up." Oh, the Andrew accent's gone. "Hannah and Raph, over it. You can fuck off out my life."
Oh yeah, and then Hannah went.
Did that fake cry?
That was so good. I loved it.
I thought that when she broke into it, he was a little bit bemused in the first instant. What?
It was so good. And have you got what else Andrew said there? Because I want to hear that in the Scottish accent.
"Be prepared for fucking vocal truths." Is that right?
Yeah. Vocal truth.
Vocal truth. That's like a Marcus. That is a Marcus warning that he's doing there. Be prepared for fucking vocal truths.
Vocal truths reminds me of victim noises for some reason.
Vivid vomiting. So then there was a garden row, and I've just written snake, 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 because this snake row was rumbling on. Anything?
Oh, also, you missed Andrew called Chanel a loud motherfucker.
Well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Andrew then had a go at Isabel, saying after Chanel came in and called him a snake, Isabel wouldn't sit next to him anymore.
Oh, yeah, that whole day.
And then Kieran was sitting outside with Andrew and he said, "Try not to be too dramatic in the last few days."
Who said that?
Kieran said it to Andrew.
Friendly advice.
And then Andrew's all like,
yeah, that was interesting.
Absolutely.
That was interesting how they were siding with him in a way.
Yeah.
Raph said at the end of the day, "What a beautiful night.
Yeah.
Thank you, Big Brother. Such a mood lifter."
Yeah.
But I think he actually meant it.
I think he did, because he was happy because he's seen Chanel, wasn't he?
Andrew said, "It's Andrew time. Just wait and fucking see, because there's a storm coming, honey bunny."
Hell's coming.
Hell's a coming.
Did that storm ever come?
No.
Did hell come?
No, it blew over. Hell froze over.
He did get a spat on though, so maybe that was the storm he was referring to. I enjoyed that episode, but is it bad that they had to bring back old housemates to get any action going?
I don't care. It was actually good.
Yeah, that's what
I felt that in the context of a wedding, it was quite fun.
It was fun. But do you think that people who voted to evict Chanel were annoyed to see that. It's no joke.
I hope not. If people are asking for refunds because of that.
Like Nikki Graham all over again.
Yeah, but that was different, but yeah.
It was not. Okay, we're on Thursday now.
Yeah.
The final day. Fuck.
Was an emotional episode.
Was it?
This was yesterday's episode, which you watched today.